everyone. Today we are discussing the remaining problems of exercise 3.7. Question number 7 is solve the following pair of linear equations. First subdivision, px plus qy is equal to p minus q and qx minus py is equal to p plus q. So what we are doing is we are just making the coefficient of one of the variables same. So suppose this is your first equation, this is your second one. We are just multiplying the first equation with q and second equation with p. Then what will the coefficient of x? When we will multiply with q, this will become qpx, and when we will multiply the second equation with p, we will get pqx. So both have the same coefficient, so that when we, since they have the same sign, when we subtract them, this will go and you will get the value of y. Okay. So first equation, again what we are doing is we are just multiplying the first equation with q and second equation with p, or else you can do the other way also. Then you have to just add the other way, means for equation 1 can be multiplied with p and equation 2 can be multiplied with q, so that the coefficient of y will be same, and then you need to add them so that you will get the value of x. Okay. So first equation into q will give you the first term as qpx plus, again with q you will get q square into y is equal to, here you will get qp minus q square, will be your new equation after multiplying with q. Now second equation becomes, after multiplication with p, first term is again qpx, second term is with multiplication with p you will get p square y is equal to, here you will get p square plus qp. Okay, these are the new two equations. Now you can see that the coefficients are same, so that you can just subtract the two equations. Subtracting the two equations, what you will get? This will go and you will get q square minus of minus p square, which will give you plus p square into, both have common as y, so I have taken it out, is equal to, here you will have qp minus q square minus p square minus qp, again minus qp plus qp will go, and this will become q square plus p square into whole into y is equal to minus q square minus p square. Minus can be taken out, this will become again q square plus p square, so that you will get your y to be minus of q square plus p square divided by q square plus p square, which will give you y as minus 1. Understood? Y is equal to minus 1. Now next step is to substitute this value of y as minus 1 in any one of the equation. Suppose we will put the value of y in equation number 1. This is your equation number 1. So equation 1 becomes px plus q into minus 1 is equal to p minus q, which is px minus q is equal to p minus q. So here you have minus q, which is cancelled, and you get px is equal to p. That means x is equal to p divided by p equal to 1. Therefore, the solution is x equal to 1 and y is equal to minus 1. Okay. Second subdivision of question number 7. Ax plus by equal to c and bx plus ay equal to 1 plus c. Here again we are making the coefficient of one of the variables equal. For that we are just multiplying first equation with either a or b and the second equation with the other one. That means if I am multiplying the first equation with b, then I have to multiply the second equation with a, or else the other way. Okay. So this is your first equation, second equation. Now I am multiplying first equation with b and second equation with a, so that I get the first equation to be transformed as abx plus b square y is equal to cb, and equation number 2 into a will give you abx plus a square y, this will become a square y is equal to a into 1 plus c, which is a plus ac. Okay. Now what we need to do, since they are of both same sign, ABX and ABX, we have to subtract the two equations, which will give you, this is deleted, b square minus a square, since you are subtracting, and y is taken as common, equal to cb minus a minus ac. Okay. Now for cb minus a minus ac, for these two terms you have c in common. We are just writing cb minus ac minus a, and then taking out c in common, which will give you b minus a minus c. Okay. Here you have b square minus a square into y. Now if you want y is equal to, what we will do, take this to the other part, so you get c into b minus a divided by b square minus a square. Now the answer preferred here in the denominator is a square minus b square. That means we are just taking out a negative sign and giving it to the numerator, or else you take negative from both the sides and cancel them. So what will be the term now? The fraction will become like c into, here you have taken a negative out, that means b minus a will become a minus b, minus a will become plus a, and denominator again you have taken out a negative sign, will become a square minus b square. That negative we have cancelled. So you are getting the value of y to be c into a minus b plus a divided by a square minus b square. Now we are using this value to find out what is x equal to any of the equations. Suppose you are substituting it in the value of y in equation number 1. 1 is ax plus by, y is your c into a minus b plus a divided by a square minus b square is equal to c, right? That is ax is equal, we are not taking the LCM, we are just making ax is equal to something so that the simplification will be easy. So ax is equal to c minus, this will become negative, c minus b into c into in bracket a minus b plus a divided by a square minus b square. Now we will take the LCM. For c it will have c into a square minus b square minus, we are just now multiplying these, b into, you will get ac minus cb plus a whole divided by a square minus b square. Okay. Now again we are multiplying with b, so this is becoming c a square minus cb square minus abc minus minus plus b square c, again negative ab, plus b square c and minus b square c get cancelled, divided by a square minus b square. Now here the terms left are ca square minus abc minus ab. So for all the terms you have something in common, which is a. So we are just taking out that a. So we give you a into, what is left behind, ac minus, a is gone, bc minus b. Okay, divided by a square minus b square. Now what we can do is, in the left hand side you have ax. So while we have taken out this a in common, we can just cancel these two a's, so that your x becomes, this will give you your x as ac minus bc minus b divided by a square minus b square. That is your a and a get cancelled here. Okay, and here for the first two terms you have common c, which have been taken out. Remaining is your a minus b divided by a square minus b square, and this is your x. Okay. So the solution is x is equal to c into a minus b divided by a square minus b square, and y is equal to c into a minus b plus a divided by a square minus b square. Okay. Third subdivision is x by a minus y by b equal to 0, and ax plus by equal to a square plus b square. Here what we will do is, first equation we just rewrite it, or taking the LCM, we will just make it in the form bx minus ay divided by ab will be the LCM, and that will be going to the right hand side, into 0 will give you 0 only. Okay, so this is the form of the same equation, but we are rewriting it in this form, which is your linear form. Okay, and the second equation is as such: ax plus by equal to a square plus b square. So now this is your first equation, this is your second equation. Now again, for first equation you have b into x, and for second equation you have a into x. What we are doing is we are just multiplying the first equation with, if we are multiplying with b, here you can get ba, and here if multiplying with a you will get ab. So either of the way you can do. First equation into, if I am doing b multiplying with b, the first equation will become b square x minus aby is equal to again 0. And second equation into a will give you, this will become a square x plus aby, so that you can add the two equations in order to get the value of x. And here you are again multiplying with a, so a into the whole will give you a cube plus what you will have, ab square. Okay, now since they have of the same, opposite sign, you have to just add them. What you will get, these two will get cancelled, and you will get b square plus a square into x is equal to 0 plus this is a cube plus ab square. Okay, now x is equal to, you will get as a cube plus ab square divided by b square plus a square. Now from the numerator, if I am taking out a, I will get a into a square plus b square, and denominator is also a square plus b square. So that you can just cancel them, and your answer will be a. That is x equal to a here. Now we are replacing the value of x in which equation is easy? In this first equation. In 1, what you will get is actually dx minus ay equal to 0 will give you ay is equal to bx, correct? Now ay is equal to b, x is a, we are replacing the value. So you are getting ay is equal to by, or y is equal to ba by a, which is b. Therefore the solution is x equal to a and y is equal to b. Okay. Subdivision 4 of question number 7. A minus b into x plus a plus b into y is equal to a square minus 2ab minus b square, and a plus b into x plus y is equal to a square plus b square. Here the second equation is not in your linear form. So first step is to make this in linear form. So what we are doing is we are writing the first equation as such: a minus b into x plus a plus b into y is equal to a square minus 2ab minus b square. And second equation, we are just multiplying the term a plus b with x and with y separately. That is a plus b into x plus a plus b into y will be your second equation's left hand side. A plus b into x plus a plus b into y is equal to, the right hand side is a square plus b square. Now you can just see the coefficient of y in both the equations are same, a plus b, and they have the same sign, so you have to just subtract the two equations, subtracting the two equations. So now this is your first one no change, second one, okay, first and second I will just mark like this, equation 1 and equation 2. Equation 1 has no change. Now subtracting these two will give you how much? A minus b minus of a plus b. A minus b minus of a plus b whole into x. These two will go, remaining you will get as right hand side a square minus 2ab minus b square, minus of a square plus b square is minus a square minus b square. Okay. Now here you have a square, positive and negative getting cancelled. Here we will just expand. This will give you a minus b minus a minus b. Both will have the negative sign, into x is equal to remaining part is minus 2ab minus b square will give you minus 2b square. Okay. Here again a and minus a will get cancelled, and remaining part is minus 2b. Minus b will give you minus 2b into x is equal to minus 2ab minus 2b square. Now x is equal to, will give you minus 2ab minus 2b square divided by minus 2b. And you can see that the numerator has something in common, which is minus 2b. Taking it out, minus 2b, the remaining term inside will be a, here it will become positive, and here you have b divided by minus 2b. Get cancelled and you will get your x value to be a plus b. Okay. Now you have to find out the value of y. For that we will just make use of first equation. Equation number 1, putting the value of x in equation number 1. Equation number 1, what we get? A minus b into x plus a plus b into y. So x I am replacing with a plus b. Instead of x I have written a plus b plus a plus b into y is equal to a square minus 2ab minus b square. Now a plus b into a minus will give you a square minus b square plus a plus b into y is equal to a square minus 2ab minus b square. Again, here a square, this a square get cancelled. Here you have minus b square and minus b square cancelled. The remaining term is a plus b into y is equal to minus 2ab. So what is y is equal to? Y is equal to minus 2ab divided by a plus b. So this is your y value. Therefore, the solution is x equal to a plus b and y is equal to minus 2ab by a plus b. Okay. Fifth subdivision. 152x minus 378y is equal to minus 74 and minus 378x plus 152y is equal to minus 604. Now to solve this bigger terms, first we will see whether there is something in common in the two equations so that we can reduce the equation. Okay, so first equation, this is your first equation, this is having something in common. What is that? 2. So we are just dividing first equation with 2, which will give you your new equation in the form 152 divided by 2 will give you 76x minus 378 divided by 2 will give you 189y is equal to minus 74 divided by 2 will give you minus 37. So now this is your new equation. Again, for the second equation also you have that common, which is 2. We are dividing the second equation with 2 not to make the terms little bit smaller, that's all. Okay, so here you will get this term as what you will get, minus 189x, and this is 152 same, so here you will get plus 76y, and this will give you minus 302. Equation number 4. Now what we need to do is we have to make the coefficients of any variable equal. So for that what we are doing is, if I am taking 189 into 76, that means in this equation I am multiplying with 76, and the second equation if I am making 76 into 189, then both the coefficients will be equal. So equation number 3 into 76 will give you 76 into 76 for your x coefficient, which is 5776 x. Here 189 into 76, which is 1436, equal to, here again into 76 will give you 2812, negative 2812. Okay, this is your after multiplication, your first equation. Now equation number 4 into what we are doing in order to make the coefficient same, we are multiplying this equation, equation number 4, with 189, which will give you first term, that is 189 into 189 as negative 3, 5, 7, 2, 1x. Here you have positive sign. Again 76 into 189 will give you the same value, which is 1436. into y is equal to again 189 into 302 will give you negative, because you have a negative sign, negative 57078. Okay, that you just check after calculating whether these are correct or not. Now this is negative, this is positive, and the coefficients are same, so you can just add them. Adding the two equations, you will get this coefficient of x to be a negative number, this minus this, and putting the negative sign will give you 29945x. These two will go, and these two again in between sign is plus, both have negative sign, means you have to add the two numbers and put the negative sign, which will give you minus 59890. Okay, 59890. So what is x equal to? Therefore x is equal to minus 59890 divided by minus 29945, which you just see that this into 2 will give you this. Therefore your x value is 2. Now after getting the x value, you can replace in any one of the equations. Which equation is easy? This is the simple. So you can put the value of x in equation number 3. This one. That is, you will get 76 into value of x is 2 minus 189y is equal to minus 37. 76 into 2 will give you 152 minus 189y is equal to minus 37. So minus 189y is equal to minus 37 minus 152. This will go there as negative. So here what you are getting, this is your minus again 189. So minus 189y is equal to minus 189 means what is your y is equal to minus 189 by minus 189 equal to 1. So your x value is 2 and y value is 1. Therefore the solution is x equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. Eighth question of exercise 3.7 is ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Find the angles of the cyclic quadrilateral. You have been given the figure cyclic quadrilateral in which angle A, B, C, D everything is written in terms of x and y, and you need to find out what are the angles, angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D. In order to find those angles, we need to find out first the values of x and y, and for that we will use the property of a cyclic quadrilateral. Now what is the property of a cyclic quadrilateral? In a cyclic quadrilateral, the sum of the opposite angles is 180. That is, angle A plus angle C will be 180 and angle B plus angle D will be 180 degree. That concept we are using here to get the value of x and y. Okay. So first we will write, we know that in a cyclic quadrilateral, sum of the opposite angles is equal to 180 degree. So using this concept we are forming two equations. What are they? That is, angle A and angle C will give you 180 degree and angle B plus angle D will give you 180 degree. Okay. Now instead of angle A, what is given? That we will write. What is angle A? Given as 4y plus 20. So we will replace the value of angle A as 4y plus 20 and angle C is given to be minus 4x. So this will give you minus 4x is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Here solving, what you will get, minus 4x plus 4y is equal to, this will go there and 180 minus 20 will give you 160. Again, if this is 160, you have something in common which is 4. So dividing throughout by 4, what you will get, minus x plus y is equal to 40. So this is one equation. Let it be your equation number 1. Now we will move on to angle B plus angle D equal to 180, which will give you another set of equation, another equation in x and y. Okay, that is angle B, replacing angle B with 3y minus 5 and angle D given as minus 7x plus 5 will give you minus 7x plus 5 is equal to 180 degree. That is minus 7x plus 3y plus 5 and minus 5 get cancelled is equal to 180 degree. And you don't have anything in common, so we'll just place it as such. This is your equation number 2. Now you can just view that this equation has the coefficient of y to be 1 and here you have 3. So if I multiply first equation with 3, I can get or I can make the two equations coefficient of y equal. So what I am doing is equation number 1 into 3, which will give you minus 3x plus 3y is equal to 120. And equation 2 I am not changing. I am just multiplying with 1 means I am not changing. That is minus 7x plus 3y is equal to 180 degrees. Now what we need to do in order to eliminate one of the things, you have to subtract. So we are just subtracting the two equations so that these two will go and you will get minus 3x minus minus 7. Minus 7 will become plus 7. So minus 3 plus 7 will give you 4x is equal to, here you will have 120 minus 180. So it will have a sign, negative sign, because bigger has the negative sign, and this will give you minus 60. So that your x value implies x is equal to minus 60 by 4, which is equal to minus 50. So this is the value of x. Now you have to find out the value of y. You can use any of the equations, but I think this is easy, so I will just put the value of x in equation number 1. So I will get minus x, which is minus of minus 15, plus y is equal to 40. Okay. So here you are getting positive 15. This will give you y is equal to 40 minus, again positive 15 will go there as negative 15. So this will become minus 15 and your y value will become 25. Okay. So your x is minus 15 and y is 25. Now what is your purpose? To find out angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. Okay. Now angle A will be, what is angle A given as? 4y plus 20. That is, you are replacing the value of y as 25 in this one. So you get 4 into 25 plus 20. Okay. Now what is 4 into 25? 100. 100 plus 20 will give you 120 degrees. So angle A is 120 degrees. Now angle B is, what is angle B? 3y minus 5. Again replace your value of y 25 in this. You get 3 into 25 minus 5. 3 into 25 will give you 75. 75 minus 5 will give you 70. So angle B is 70 degrees. Now angle C is equal to, again minus 4x. Replacing your x value which you have got as negative 15. Minus 15 and minus minus plus. 4 into 15 will give you 60. So your angle C is 60 degrees and angle D is equal to minus 7x plus 5, which is minus 7 into minus 15 plus 5. Again minus minus plus, 7 into 15 will give you 105. 105 plus 5 will give you 110. So angle A is 120 degrees, angle B is equal to 70 degrees, angle C is equal to 60 degrees and angle D is equal to 110 degrees. See, here itself you can just check whether you have got this correct or not. Angle A plus angle C, 120 plus 60 is giving you how much? 120 plus 60 is giving you 180, and angle B plus angle D is again 70 plus 110, which is again 180. So the cyclic property is satisfied here. Okay. So this is your final answer.